Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. Well, it's time for F Fridays. I know y'all like, girl, what is you, what the what is you talking about? I'm like, so I knew I was gonna make a statement when I said F Fridays, right? And so what I did was there's so many F words that can go with Friday. And we can talk Freedom Friday, we can talk Fun Friday, we can talk Financial Friday, we can talk what? Forgive Me Friday. We can call Friday whatever you want to call Friday, right? And so I came up with that because I want you to have whatever F it was for you to have Friday, right? Freedom Friday. I thought about Freedom Friday. Yeah, I gotta laugh at myself. It just, I promise y'all, for the church people, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. Okay, I had so much. I'm having so much on my friend today. Y'all don't understand. Like, we have not spoken in so many weeks like this. We used to talk every day, so I'm grateful. Sometimes you got to just be like, I need my friend back. I need my accountability partner back. We got so many great projects together. So today we're going to talk about Freedom Friday. That's the F we going with, y'all. Freedom Friday. We call it Friendly Friday. So she's gonna come up with some F words. So I'm about to write them all down so we can be ready for all these Fridays. I'm gonna invite people too. But that's what Friday is all about. I'm having fun. I'm excited to be with each and every one of you on this Friday. And so I got a special guest. Again, today we're talking about Freedom Friday and what does freedom look like to you? Because many of you aren't free. Let's just be very clear. You're not free. You're not fighting for your freedom. You've given up on being free, right? You've given up on being like living the free flowing life that you desire. And so I want to talk to my friend who I actually literally watched walk off her job to be free enough to do the very things of her heart's desire, to live her dreams. I heard oh my gosh, I know her name. Tabitha Brown say when she was talking about her husband, she said she understood that a 9 to 5 shuts down the creativity of a person. And I was like, OMG, I'm gonna write that down and really post that because no one is saying quit your job. But at some point, if that job is not your true passion, your true desire, it is killing your true heart's desire. Every day it chips at it. Every time, and I'm gonna bring my friend up because I want to have this conversation with her, but I want to tell you that every time you do something that does not line up with your true purpose in life, it eats away at your purpose in life. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. That mold, like, take mold on the fruit. Like the evidence of mold on the outside is not where the mold began. If you cut the fruit open, you will see the beginning of when the mold began to rot the fruit. And here's the other piece of it, because I didn't plan on teaching this. But here's the other piece of it. Y'all ready for this? Rotten fruit rots other fruit. Rotten fruit rots other fruit. That's why our kids are the way they are, because we rotten fruit that rotted them. We don't tell them to dream again or think bigger. We be like, life is gonna beat you down. And it don't have to be. You're supposed to encourage, and that ain't not where I didn't want to go today. I didn't even want to go there. But anyway, I'm just telling you that it's eating at you. I'm not saying that you can't work the job. There are plenty of jobs out there. There's plenty of things I had to do to survive. But at some point, I have to start surviving and start thriving and really push out and really focus on the purpose that was given to me by, for me, the God above. So I'm gonna bring on my friend on today. She backstage like, girl, you going into this today. But I'm excited to have her, the very own LaTaveya Vault. LaTaveya Vault, the writer,
So you up here snapping. I was like, here she go. Here she go. She finna go on.
I want to go. I had to bring it back, Tay. I just let it. I'm gonna be real. I'm honest, open, and transparent because I'm forever willing to share. I wrote it in the book, so I don't share it with people. Part 2 gonna come. I got one more thing to finish, and part 2 of that book gonna come. But I'm just telling you that we don't realize that we're not really free for real.
No, for real.
We think we free because we got things, but the truth of the matter is on the inside, we just is dead. We just is not satisfied. We just not living the life we desire to live. And we're trying to cope and justify by saying, oh, I'm a mom or I'm a wife. I'm all them things too. But none of that negates the fact that I've been chosen and I've been destined for a true divine purpose, period. Like nothing negates that. It don't matter how many degrees I have. It don't matter who know my name. If that does not fulfill my purpose in life, all that stuff doesn't even matter.
Come on now. Come on.
We talk about Freedom Friday, and here's the thing, and here's the other piece of that. Now I'm gonna let you come on in here and tell us about yourself and everything I going on. But the other piece of that for me is that when we not free, we get mad that everybody else is living free. We try to say, "Oh, I don't even like them shoes she got." Like you on Instagram, come on now. We scrolling through people's stuff. She had to put the, and you know exactly what bag it is. That's that Louis Vuitton 50 bag. You know exactly what it is. But you know that they're at the beach
because you wanted it. That's why you know what it is.
Yeah, it's okay. We all got to get free. So we got to own that. Own that we're mad, but take that mad and that anger and make a difference.
That's good. That's good.
Make a decision.
Yes. Come on.
To funnel all of that anger and rage. I was telling Tay, I was so pissed off yesterday that it fueled me to be reminded. Because here's the thing, especially for people who are believers, it was like they got saved and then they forgot that they had character. Like it was like, you just serve a different situation. You serve God. Now, this is for the believer. I'm not trying to get nobody converted. I'm just telling you from one believer to another that we forget the characteristics. Who you are didn't change. Your character didn't change. As far as like, now if you had bad character, it should change. But I'm saying like the hunger you had, the desire you had, the drive you had, that shouldn't have died because now you came on the other side.
That's right.
Living free, being rich, riding a Rolls Royce, going on vacations. That stuff don't stop because you now got saved. Like, I don't know what happens. Is like some people get over here and they like just as dry, just as boring. I'm sorry. Okay, we talking about, I don't know where this came from. Because we
hello. You know, you already know. You know, I love it. It's been a long time since I heard the Tish go off. I love it.
Man, I'm telling you, like I told you when we were on, and before we started, coming live, I said, Tay, like you encouraged me, things we talk about backstage. I'm not going to share them here because that's a private conversation, but it was like you just kind of reminded me what I needed to be doing, and we get so boggled down and we get so it could wait that, and we giving our best parts away. Like you're supposed to serve. You're supposed to serve others. That's what helps you grow. That's what I'm a solution to a problem. We're all a solution, but I know you got to know that you're a solution to someone's problem. But at the same time, I can't say because I got a 1-year-old, I can't build a brand or I can't go. I'm reminded that when I was the single mom, still going to school. Let me be very honest. Okay, first year of college, I went to HBCU school, and I may have had a 1.3 GPA. I was depressed. My baby was 1. I had family issues going on. I felt alone. There was a whole much going on mentally. I couldn't even I don't know how I was in school. Flunked out. Government said they won't give me no more money. That's what they said. So I had to pay for class out of pocket. But that's how bad I wanted to finish this degree. Hey, listen, I could care less about the degree. That degree is sitting in the dining room in the box. Okay, care less about the degree. The point was I wanted to show my son that what I started I could finish. See, Tay, we already. What I started I could finish. What people don't know is, yes, it took me. Let's see, when was 2000, so about 15 years to finish my bachelor's degree. I did the master's in a year. Okay, I wasn't even gonna get the master's. My husband said, listen, you're already in school. You might as well go and do another year, right? Let the money do it, right? But understand this, it took me that long, not because I was lazy, not because I had nothing to do. I had to pay for school out of pocket because my GPA was so low. They wouldn't give me no money. Where the money was from? I was working to survive. I had a kid that was me and him, and we were going through a lot. There are things he remember. I was like, really? When he said, Mama, I remember that. What am I telling you is that I wanted to finish it. Some of y'all got some open projects that speak to your freedom, that your kids need to see, that people need to see you finish. You do. Like you got destiny on your life, purpose on your life, and you quit on you. Your kids didn't quit on you. Your spouse didn't quit on you. You quit on you. I'm talking to me. You quit on you.
You talking to me too.
And you want freedom, but now you're in a place where, okay, now it's an even harder fight because I got to dig myself out. That's a day-to-day process. I'm telling you, it's a moment-by-moment process. I could sit here and be like, oh my gosh, my daughter walked in the door, she playing with the printer. Or I could say, I remember the time I was working 80 hours a week. My son didn't even see me. He was little. I had to bring him to work. He remember they had to bring him to work when he was sitting in the back, sleeping on the product because I was a manager of a store because I didn't have nobody to watch him. So where's my complaint? Because now I'm home and I can see her grow up.
Yep.
You know, we were talking about that. You know, now I can produce. When now my kids see me, they be like, "Oh, mom, and you go hard. How dare I not go hard?" So it's all about perspective. But I can't continue to put my dreams on the back burner because I need to do this for them. No, they know. Okay, no, I can't put you down tonight. I got a finish this project, but your daddy here, your brother here, you can handle it. And it's okay, moms, to get some help. It's okay if you got to pay for some help. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm sorry. Y'all walk around here. I'm Superwoman because Superwoman knew how to get help. If you look at the Avengers, I don't know if they'll get them all right. If you look at all the characters,
comic, ma'am.
I don't know, but I'm all of it. But
not an Avenger, but I know what you're saying.
So I say, like, my bad. See, I tell me I don't be watching that stuff. I do watch certain things, but I'm saying when you look at Superwoman, she had people by herself. And so many of y'all want to do everything by yourself. Like, oh, I'm Superwoman. Now I'm Superwoman because I made a phone call and that man came and cut this grass because he liked to be outside in that 90-degree heat. I don't want to be out there. Okay. I made a phone call and got the chef to come out and do 3 days a week because I know if I start what I'm doing, I like to cook, but it ain't revenue generating. Some of y'all trying to do everything and now you worn out because the purpose you're supposed to be doing, you can't do because you ain't got the energy to do it no more. So I'm gonna go ahead because you know I'm not gonna rant today.
I'll be listening. So when you was talking, I went to my page because I had just made a post not too long ago, and it says I went for years not finishing anything because of course when you finish something it can be judged.
I saw that. I was talk about that because that was so good.
And that was where me and you were talking before we started recording. And we were I told you, I said, sis, I'm in a season of finishing the things that I started. Yeah. And I'm talking about not just things that I started a year ago or 2 years ago. I'm talking 10 years ago. Things that were created and birthed from either pain or joy. Whatever it was, when I was in these creative spaces, I started so many things that I didn't finish because I didn't want it to be judged. I didn't know if it would be good enough. And it was something, I mean, honest, just since we talking about Freedom Friday and just being free and being honest, I like the fact that it wasn't done because I didn't have to do anything with it. You get what I'm saying? There was a place of limbo that I can allow myself to stay in.
Justifying, making excuses.
Come on now, procrastination.
Ooh. Help us.
So there was a sense of security.
Yeah.
You know, it's not done. So guess what? I ain't got to do nothing with it. It can sit over there on the back burner and let me go start 15 other things that I'm not going to finish.
Come on. Repeat that. Let me stop. Let me go ahead. Hold on. Stop. Yeah.
Friday, we're gonna be honest.
Spirit that needed an awakening. Hey, you said, listen, I'm not gonna do the thing I know I'm supposed to do, right? I know this lines up with purpose, but I'm gonna start 15 other projects that either A, here we go, are distractions. I ain't supposed to do those anyway.
I ain't supposed to do
or B, are part of the fact that if I finish this one, those 15 will work anyway because they go with the okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So that hit home for me. And I was like, you know, just in my prayer, I know you talked about me walking away from my job. And let me tell you, Holy Spirit is so strategic. So he know how to deal with us individually, right?
Yeah.
So in me, like, it was strictly, you know, off of the faith of me wanting to build a business with I Am Academy, right? I know who I am, and I know that I'm an entrepreneur. I know that I'm a creative, but I never in any capacity in my life thought that I was capable of being a full-time entrepreneur without having a 9 to 5. I always felt like I needed to 100% have a job and try to do the entrepreneur stuff. I never saw myself being 100% full-time entrepreneur.
So before you finish that, I'm actually put right there. This question for the person who's working, right? Because we're talking about Freedom Friday today. Person who's working, did you feel you needed that 9 to 5 because it was security in your mind?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I mean, in the back of our minds, we're always thinking, what if I fail? What if what I want to do doesn't work? You know, what if it, you know what I'm saying? What if I don't make profit? What if you got all the what ifs? And that's normal. You should. You should definitely lay it all out on the table, because what you don't want to do is feel so strongly and confident, and then you go out here and do all this crazy stuff, and then it doesn't work the way that you want it to work, or it's going to take a little bit more time than you expected, and now you're in a financial bind because you were not properly prepared. So a lot of times I personally, I'm talking about me, I always felt like I needed to work because I had to have some type of job in order to, you know, still do the other things that I wanted to do. Now, mind you, when Tabitha said that, just like it hit for you, it hit different for me, because I realized that when I was working, I did not have the freedom and the time to do all the things that I know God had for me to do. I didn't, because you giving a job, you say you give a job 8 to 5, but when you clock out at 5, you're not really clocking out. You clocking out of the clock, but you're not clocking out mentally. You're still taking this home with you. You still thinking about the stuff you got to do when you go to work tomorrow, or you talking about it with your husband. You talking about all the stuff that happened. You have filled up your entire day with this 9 to 5, 8 to 5, or whatever your schedule is. But back to what I was saying, IM Academy gave me the confidence that I needed to say, you can absolutely not only do this, but you can do anything you want to do. And you don't have to rely on a job or a 9 to 5 or a corporation to help you get to where you're trying to go. Now, let's be real clear. It is not easy. There are going to be some questions. There may be, I'm not going to speak struggle on nobody. There may be some struggles. I went through struggles. I financially of not be, you know, because I'm not working right now. My drive, my motivation is me knowing that I have what it takes to be successful with the gift that God gave me, with the abilities that He has given me. I know that I can be
with the gifts.
With the gifts.
Okay, gifts.
With the S.
Yes, S. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with the gifts. Like I feel that now. I didn't feel that before. Wow. And I feel like I am a God. I keep going back to that. I'm gonna always go back to that, because I think what I thought it was for, it wasn't for that.
Okay, so hold up, because
I'm just saying.
I want to I didn't think we were gonna go here. So let me reset the room for a second. Let's reset our room. I'm getting the habit of saying that more because me and Tay have another project that people don't know about, that we she told you we're gonna finish what we started. Y'all, we had a private conversation before we got on here with you all that spoke to my heart, that she confirmed what I knew where I was. That's what I was so angry yesterday. I didn't even tell her why I was angry. She said, okay, sis. And she just spoke into my life. So I'm grateful. But I want to tell you this for some reason. I have on today my dear friend LaTaveya Vault, right? You can find her on Instagram, Facebook. She's doing so many great things. I'm definitely going to talk about this Vault production thing. Like, I'm just excited about it. I don't kind of think like it's a bad man, this thing, like, yes, thing, right? But I really want to go here because I love the fact that you said, because there's no negating that, because I remember Christopher Terry with us in Atlanta. And he said, allow this to be the vehicle to get you what you wanted. And that for me was game changing, because so many people were saying Forex is a scam and all they want is your money. At the end of the day, you're walking proof. I'm walking proof that the product worked. And here's the thing that I loved about it. Here's the thing I loved about IM, period, right? Was that it was the one network marketing situation where I didn't have to network market. Is the one that if I decided today to just be a customer, I could still clear 8, 9 figures. But just being a customer. But I chose that how, as a person who says you want to make impact or you want to change lives, don't introduce the very same vehicle to somebody else. It's like saying, listen, I got access to a car lot that's going to give you the car that you want, and I don't tell y'all. Like that's wrong. Because here's the thing, the car I want ain't the car Tay want, even though we actually want the same type of car, but what we want detail is different. Therefore, we can all go to the same car lot and pick a car, and it don't affect Tay and it don't affect me. That's what IM did for me, number one. Number two, IM told me that there was no income cap. that I could take what I made over there and put it in the things that I really wanted to do. It was an investment. So here I was taking a job, right? And using that to invest in the vehicle. And then the vehicle now took me where I wanted to go. Let me say for the people who don't understand. No, let me be very clear. Taylor said she didn't quit her job when she got attached to I Am Master Academy. It was months later.
Yeah.
Several months later.
9, I believe.
9 months later, right? Because she went so hard in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I want this is what I want. When I saw her August. No, I saw you before. Was it August? Yeah, I saw you August. You said, sis, I'm walking away from my job. Yeah, I got back home. I flew back here. A week later, she's like, hey, sis, yeah, I'm dropping the equipment off to the people. I'm not what?
Honey.
What? Like,
very nicely. Drop this stuff off.
Myself this time. Like, I'm really going to believe I'm just like this. So here's the thing. I am grateful for I Am Mastery Academy. And people like, well, you just want to get, I'm telling y'all, it's not even about the people who me trying to get people on. That's not even a conversation. Do we get compensated? Well, absolutely. I'm not going to say and tell y'all I don't. But it wasn't even about that. Y'all understand? Because of I Am Mastery Academy, let me tell y'all, and we didn't even want to go there. But let me tell
you. This wasn't even about that. But see, look.
About that. But let me tell you, let me talk about the freedom it afforded us. Okay, here we go. Number one, okay, I told y'all, this is the vehicle that we needed. I can fund my business. Literally, I openly told people last year, we lost 5 figures of income due to the pandemic because I'm an event planner by trade. No one was doing live events. No one was doing any events. Okay, let's figure it out. All right. So this allowed me to sustain my income. Shout out to my husband's great retirement check, but still, like we were able to sustain and not miss a meal. Okay, let me be very honest. Okay. Number 2, I am actually trying to connect me with people that I wouldn't necessarily ever get connected to because they knew what I needed. So when I sit at this wealth table, I'm sitting with millionaires who are telling me, sis, you need to get a trust. Sis, you need to move your money over here. Sis, this is the wrong bank. Sis, you need to invest in this right here that'll give you this type of return. Sis, oh, that's a great idea. This is who you need to talk to. See, every opportunity don't give you that. Because they're sitting at separate tables from you. They're not coming down to where you are. They're not coming to the picnics. They're not coming to the family gatherings. They're not coming to the block parties. They're not coming to that. They're in a different room behind the door having these conversations that now I got privy to. Okay, which I never, my whole vibration shift. It was like, wow, I never think that it was going to cost that little bit of money to get an oil well. I mean, it's not a lot of money. What many people thought was a lot, it wasn't a lot of money.
Wasn't that much? Yeah.
And however much I wanted to get from that space, I can, because we're all still connected to the space. I'm not slow now. I'm not going to cut off the resource, right? Because I only know I'm doing all these other things. But it was able to fund that, and I didn't have to stop what I was already doing. The other thing it did was it opened up other business opportunities for many of us. Tay and I got connected, and it produced other opportunities. I have several people I'm connected to that produce other opportunities because of that space. And I love the fact that it gave you confidence to say, you know what, I don't really have to be here. Like, I really can do what I desire to do. And I think that that's where we kind of get stuck, because many of us actually had, I worked in 9 to 5. I'm grateful to say I've worked in 9 to 5 for almost 10 years. But part of us, right, are afraid to leave because, again, like you said, it was stability in your mind. It's like, oh, this is stable. I can guarantee that every Friday or every other Friday, this check gonna come for right now. But here we're picking off that main pot of funds, and we don't know how to multiply it to now get the capital I really need. That's why I made the statement of taking the job as a seed to put into another vehicle that's going to help you grow it. And now I can pick up the fruit versus now I'm eating the seed every time. And for me, that's what it had to be. And so look, you're grateful for I Am Master Academy. I'm grateful for I Am Master Academy for the amount of people that I get connected to, I get to meet, I get to connect and collaborate with. But I also get to make new relationships. I also get the answers to questions that people weren't having. Like, people are not having this conversation. They're not talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum public because they already know if I put you on, then now I feel like ain't enough for me to get on. That's just the honest truth how people think. But when I'm in this environment, it's like, nah, this is what you need to do. Move this over here, turn this over there, go on this platform and shift this around and get you a ledger and let the other, come on, they're not telling you that. How do you get on the Airbnb game? How do you get on this new, the whole car rental game? Like all these different things that you would not have access to, or people would tell you the inside scoop if you wasn't connected to the right circle. That's what produces freedom.
There you go.
That's and so you give that kind of honor to it, because again, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just want so you can have another." That's what sold me on I am. Outside of the fact that God had told me, but it sold me on that because it was like, look, I don't have to talk to nobody. Like, I can sit over my little corner, mind my little business, right? But I was like, nah, sis, you wrong. You need to share opportunity that forever changed your life. And so again, I said, we're talking about Freedom Friday today. And Mateo was at the post. Listen, she walked up the job and she became a full-time entrepreneur. I know that was scary, right? But I want you to talk to now. You're talking about August. We're a year that you said, I'm going to ride this thing out. And again, no one said it was going to be easy. No one said it wasn't going to be tough days. No one said you're going to be like, I want to quit. I think I done quit at least 5 times every year. From the time I made a decision to be a business owner, I was 5 times. I've even went as far as looking up jobs. I did all of that, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, you go through those moments, but I'm telling you what I know, that something on the inside of you cries out that if you do that, you're going to die on the inside. Not necessarily a natural death, but a spiritual one. You're like, you know what? I'm not happy with me. And here's the thing too, because I want you to talk about your, now that you're a full-time entrepreneur, all the things that you've been working on. You don't give nobody the details, but just say nothing what you're doing. But I do want to say this too, that when you die to your dreams and your goals, and you say, listen, I let them die. I'm gonna tell you that generationally, you're now telling your kids or people who are watching, it's okay to quit on themselves. And I had to really understand that. I had to really, like, now with my son, he does a lot of my production stuff. It's like I push him. I know he gets so pissed at me, but I do it on purpose because I want him to know I believe in you. I need you to believe in you.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you that I need you to do it and I don't want to think about it, I'm doing it on purpose. On purpose. I'm doing it. Tell me how am I supposed to stand? Where am I supposed to go? How do we do on these angles? What are angles like? And I'm even willing to pay for the classes to help you do it. And he knows that. But the moment I quit, the moment I stop, is the moment I give him permission to quit on himself. You didn't see it through. But we're talking about Freedom Day. I mean, it's been a year. Tay, it's been a year.
It's been a year. Gosh, I can't even believe it's already been a year. My son told me yesterday he had a football game. And we were talking about, I had found out that my script made it to the finals in another competition. Just found out like late last night when I was picking, it was like 10 or 11 o'clock. And he was talking about football. And he was just saying, sometimes he's able to play in the game. Sometimes he's not. I mean, it's been times where I know he has wanted to quit. There have been, when I tell you, it's such a sacrifice for a teenager to get up at 4 o'clock. My son got up at 4:30 one morning. His friends picked him up because they had to be at practice at 6 and then go to school after practice and then practice after school. So 4:30 in the morning to 6 or 7 o'clock at night. This is a 17-year-old. And he told me last night, which dang near almost brought me to tears, that he sees that I never give up, that I have never stopped. But we were talking about my script. He was like, see, Mama, I can't ever quit because you just keep going and going and going. One thing my kids have never seen is me give up on all of the things that I know that I'm supposed to.
Well, everybody, we had a little hiccup. Oh my gosh, it was getting so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, everybody. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pause it right there, right? And we're gonna try to figure out what's happening. And if we can't figure out what's happening, we're gonna have to.
They have seen me say
part 2 of this video. So let's see If we can get to that, listen, if you're having a great time, if this has been good to you, I want you to drop some sevens in the chat. I want you to put some nuggets. I want you to share this video with someone. I want you to put yourself in a position. I'm going to see if I can reach out to her. I want you to put this up to share this information with someone else. So I want to do a couple of things while I'm here. I want you to follow LaTaveya Vault on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm telling you, she's one of the best producers I've ever seen when it comes to creative work. She has done a couple of films, and she has now Vault Productions. And so I want you to definitely follow her, see the craft, see different works that she has. The other thing I want to tell you, listen, I know we talked about I Am Mastery Academy. I'm telling you, like, and I know this really wasn't about that, but I'm gonna tell you, it truly changed our lives. It's truly the vehicle that connected us together. And so I want you to understand that the vehicle, I'm gonna sum it up, is that it teaches you how to trade in the foreign exchange market. We also have a product called the ECX Academy product, and that product allows you the opportunity to create you and grow you an e-commerce store. In all of our academies, we have recorded videos. So basically a recorded video that takes you in a series. We have like 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, and 400 series in all 4 academies, okay? 4 academies. And I'm telling you that for a reason. It's almost like college, right? When you first start out, you got freshman year, and you got sophomore year, and you got junior year, sorry. And then you have senior year, right? So that's kind of how it's set up. At the same time, okay, you have what is called live education, right? So now you got 2 things going on. You got the books and the recorded videos, and now you have your professors, right? You have the professors that you get to go be a part of in their classroom. Many of them, they're able to connect, collaborate, and really answer your questions on screen, right? Online. So now you decide which professors you want to be connected. You decide which professors you're going to follow, and you decide which professors that you desire to, be connected with, right? And so in doing so, our professors are here to teach you the questions of the test and give you the answers at the same time you read in between the lines. And so with that being said, you can get connected to that. In addition, I just showed you how me and a very new now sisterhood, familyhood friend of mine got connected. Why? Because we connected to this one space. It was the vehicle that we needed to get where we wanted to go. We're still connected to the space. We're still in a position where I'm allowing this to be a capital stream for me to invest in other things. Let me give you the scenario that you may not know. Millionaires, here we go, listen to me, make money, right? And guess what they use that money for when they make the money? To make more money. So your whole operative goal is that because you have a job, to invest in a vehicle that's going to get you more money to invest in something else. I'm going to give you an example. I take my business money, I put that inside of my vehicle of I Am Mastery Academy. And then, of course, I turn around, and then what do? I now make money to not invest in other things. And so that's what I'm telling each and every one of you, right? Is that's what that business was. Is that something you're interested in? Definitely, I will drop the link for more information. I will drop some information for you that we can have a conversation and we can connect on about this opportunity. And so we're having some technical difficulties. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end us right here. Tate was really getting into what she was saying. We're going to do a part 2 next week, all right? We're going to do a part 2 next week about the Freedom Friday. So we're going to do a part 2 of Freedom Friday, y'all, next week. I want you all to enjoy your weekend. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for a purpose. Freedom is not free. You got to work for it to make it happen. Love y'all so much. Have a great weekend.